Welcome back to another video, and in this video I'll be sharing with you an agribusiness idea that you could start right here in Jamaica, and this is a business model that I have been seeing a few people doing recently. Now this business idea is chicken production, and you might be saying to yourself, everyone knows how to raise chicken. All you need is land, build a chicken coop, buy chickens and raise them, right? That's not a new business idea. But hear me out for a few minutes, because in this video I'll be sharing with you how you can start a chicken production and distribution business without owning any land, equipment or any other resources involved in the production of chicken. Jamaica has over 200,000 small poultry producers who help to produce meat for the country, and these small farmers mostly raise chicken as a part-time operation done to have a second income. These small poultry farms are found in the rural areas and have the capacity to raise about 100 to 200 sets of chicken at a time. Most of these farmers are successful at raising chickens to market size, but they have a problem in marketing the poultry meat. Small individual farmers find it hard to get supply contracts with supermarkets, hotels and other retailers for their poultry meat, as they are unable to produce the amount and keep up with the demand. Also, small poultry farmers have problems maintaining their operation financially, as sometimes farmers have to dip in their business money to fulfill other financial obligations. Now, this is where you come in. Small farmers have the problem of marketing their product and financially maintaining operation, so you as the entrepreneur will have to solve this problem. And how do you solve that problem? Well, look at what the big poultry producers do. Look at Best Dressed Chicken, CB and so on. How do they grow and produce poultry? Well, that's done through contract growers. What is a contract grower? A contract grower is an independent farmer working under contract with a chicken production and processing company to raise chickens. The company with which the farmer contracts provides the chickens, the feed, veterinarian care and technical advice, removing about 97% of the economic risk from farmers compared to independent growers. Meanwhile, contract poultry farmers provide day-to-day care of the birds, land and housing on which they are raised, and utilities and maintenance of the housing, and the company markets the poultry meat. This mutually beneficial partnership supports the economic viability and independence of the family farm while ensuring efficiency and consistency in modern poultry production. So this is the business idea. Since some small farmers cannot keep up with the production of poultry financially, most end up shutting down their operations, and this is where you come in. You would go out to find these farmers who have shut down their farms and get them to raise chicken for you via the contract grower method. You would only need to provide them with the baby chicks, the feed, veterinarian care, technical advice and find a market to sell the poultry meat. Now, let's look at an example of how this works. Let's say you have found about 10 chicken farmers who are willing to get into business with you. Each farmer has a good chicken house with the capacity of raising 200 broilers at a time. You'd go out and purchase 2,000 baby chicks and distribute 200 birds to each farmer. At the farm stores, you would pay around $190 for each baby chick and $3,100 for a bag of feed. But since you are purchasing a large amount, you probably could get the baby chicks for $140 per one and $2,700 for a bag of feed right from the distributor, which will cut down on your expenses. So let's work with those numbers. You purchase 2,000 baby chicks at $140 per one for $280,000, and it will take 400 bags of feed to feed 2,000 broilers. 400 bags of feed at $2,700 per bag will cost $1,080,000. So for the 2,000 birds and 400 bags of feed, that's a total of $1,360,000. So each of the 10 farmers would receive 200 broiler birds and 40 bags of feed plus medication and so on. Let's say the farmers are successful at bringing all the birds to a market weight of 4 pounds per bird. That's 8,000 pounds of poultry meat. You already have a market to supply, and you agree to supply your buyer with 8,000 pounds of poultry meat every 5 to 6 weeks at $270 per pound. How much would that be in revenue? 8,000 pounds of chicken at $270 per pound will give you a revenue of $2,160,000. Now, let's look at your expenses and see if you are able to make a profit. So your expenses are cost of birds and feed, which is $1,360,000. medication, supplements and transportation is, let's say, about $50,000. Your total expense is $1,410,000. Now your gross profit would be your revenue minus your expenses, which is $2,160,000 minus $1,410,000, which would give you $750,000. Now, out of that $750,000, you'd have to share that with your contract growers. So how much do they get? Well, you would have to set a base rate and also pay them on how well they get the chickens to market size and how much chicken they can bring to market, because some farmers will lose some of the chickens which will not make it to market. Now, my base rate would be at about $25,000 per grower at this operation size, so you're looking at paying out $250,000 to your 10 growers, which would leave you with a profit of $500,000. Now, this is my thoughts on this business idea. I think it's a win-win situation. Farmers who aren't able to maintain their operation get a chance to start back their small poultry farm without the economic risk and end up getting an extra income from a chicken coop that was once left idle. And you as the entrepreneur could possibly make a good profit doing this. Now, what do you guys think about this business model? Let me know in the comments below.